this?
Yeah, I feel like we're in
This is
like
happening?
I feel like we're in some sort of
We're just gonna
whoosh. Sorry, some sort of Mortal Kombat like.
putting my thumbs in my fists because that's
damn.
like a really
Crunch.
smart way to just lose entirely.
You bet.
I mean, I do what I can. I do what I can to handicap those who may need it.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice. Did you mean me? Thank you so much for having me on the show today, John. I'd like to talk to you about my book, my upcoming book. It's called There and Back Again, a Braum story. I don't know. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of things that we're not sure about today. One thing that I can tell you, though, is that I am not sure about the outcome today.
Me neither.
It is the first time for all of you assembled that we've ever had a game be a full canon, not bonus session. This is part of the main storyline, but with one player. Aragorn hits her 12 months.
Chucha! A single candle on the cake. Thank you, Aragorn.
Throws down on Beaumain.
Oh. 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 I see how it is.
The next 3 sessions, although they won't necessarily all take place on Sunday, will be considered canon sessions. They are full days. This is day 36.
Jesus.
Grubermensch, Fiona.
I like you. I like you, Grubermensch. I like you, Whoa! Oh my god, and Dio! Oh my god, and Crosshair! Guys, it's... Oh no, hang on, it's happening.
It's just...
All right, here we go.
Happening now. Dio pushes in. Crosshair's got the year.
I heart you.
Dio's been here for 6 months.
You are all my companions.
I just...
Cubes. That's so nice. I like... Chugga chugga choo. A fabuloso.
I
And
love
thank
how
you,
Methodiel
the
rocks the
Crosshair.
Overwatch.
So good every time. Big fan.
So yeah, they are full sessions.
Mhm.
This is happening. This is happening here now.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us. And I don't know where it's going to go. Do you? Do you out there know how it's going to go?
Call into the studio now if you have an idea of where it might go. Bring, bring. Hello. Hello, you're fucked. Click.
Well. Soon.
Hey, John. John, may I be the first to wish you a happy Canada Day? No, obviously not the first, but the first during the session tonight.
You are not the first person to wish me a happy Canada Day. You might be the first Canadian to wish me a happy Canada Day. It is Canada Day. And boy, have we spent it doing dumbass things. It is...
What were you doing? Or
Guys, if
no.
you're going to move, don't move July 1st in Montreal. Just don't.
Despite the fact that, like, a bunch of the... By some sort of weird curiosity, call in the studio and let us know if it's the same in your city. The majority of leases in the city are up on July 1st, or June 30th. And then so moving day happens to be Canada Day, July 1st, in Montreal. It's intense. And we're experiencing a heat wave. So it's
A
it's bad news.
humidity swamp.
Yuck. Yucky ducky.
Yeah, well. So you will notice that I'm a little out of focus. Scott's a little out of focus. It's just how it's going to be at this point in time. That's where we are. We might be able to fix it. You know what, Scott? Here,
Yeah?
do me a favor. Get
Yeah,
up.
okay.
Move over to the camera.
Okay.
Try stepping forward just a bit. Like move the camera. Yeah, shift the camera forward.
Coming in.
And then pull back on the wide. That's the opposite direction. There you go. Little tighter in. And then turn just a bit. That did nothing to help. Like, at all.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more. You see the screen?
I do. This one or not.
You can just rotate the tripod. And I think you might have to turn the air conditioning off. So we're just gonna have to hope that we don't die. Oh yeah, no, we totally fucked it. If you can see the screen on there, we can see the screen on here. Jesus Christ.
I think we're okay.
Actually, we're gonna get a cameraman to come in and deal with it.
Technician.
Yeah.
Oh!
Because we are out of focus.
What magic? Weirdness, there's no magic here. Just perfection. I want to chat with people in the chat here. Kaiser Omnic hasn't melted. Perfect. All of my various frozen goods will. Aragorn says that they're going to... Jab in space! Aragorn says people will like my next character just as much as Braum. Which is very sweet, actually, and I appreciate that mucho. Crosshair thinks that I'm going to get almost to the end and then trip and hit my head on a rock, metaphorically speaking, which I'm okay with too.
Which happens.
Yeah.
Is there a focus on that? All right.
Oh,
man,
shit.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
happening. Kaiser,
Oh,
no.
because it's set to manual focus. That's why. We need to try setting it to auto and see if that's gonna.
Nice,
Oh,
Methodiel.
Now we're really fucked.
Methodiel,
Oh,
what was Reggie
We
doing
almost-
in your
we
game?
came into sharp focus there for a second.
Should I bother? It's exciting, though, isn't it, folks? What do we think, Mr. Jordan?
I think making this jacket my signature was a bad move.
He sure was. Could have just been a hat. Could have
It
been
looks
a...
about the same as it was before. Can you try autofocus?
Reggie spreads. OMG. What does that mean? Oh, a super uppity head groom. That's a good move, Methodiel. Oh, you wanted to rent this horse? Too much for your blood. It's not what Reggie sounds like.
Better.
Weirdness, it's a good time. It is a good time. Obviously, we have to deal with, some issues from time to time, but that's life, right?
Yeah, I think that's as good as it's gonna get.
Ugh.
Fine. Don't quite know why the focus is
Thank
being
you.
a bitch, but
It's better focus than you are. It's just an angle thing.
All right.
hashtag angles.
Do 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 do.
Hashtag
do,
angles.
do. Oh yes, and I wanted to commend Aragorn on the use of the word "infuckend," which is like primo English. That makes me very, 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 very happy. Ooh, John, you want to watch me on 480p? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
What I actually do want is I want to figure out exactly what the hell we're doing here. So,
Great question.
courtesy of unfortunately, we can. I'm drinking the darkness. Oh shit! Is this not?
Oh my god! That's so funny! Sorry, that's really fabulous. Yuck! What is it? Take the cap off it, it's just gonna disappear. Oh, that's so funny.
It's,
That's actually kind of amazing.
that is kind of amazing. What I will say though is that we
Hmm?
can say hello to she who knows 10,000 things. I don't think Cat is in.
I hope the future is one of them. But saludos to the cap anyway.
He'll be around, I'm sure.
Kung Fu Fenris, it's called dramatic intent. Or whatever John wants to call it. And that is why. Also, it's just more like intimate for GM and player. And audience. Captain Daff! Oh shit, quick.
There we go.
Oh, good lord.
There we go.
That's actually very cool.
I can just drink the darkness.
In the darkness.
Drink counter for these sessions is active, but only applicable to the player, and me. But it's if Scott gets it, Scott's the only one who's getting experience for this day. Believe it or not, he's not earning retroactive experience for other players.
What? Well, then what am I doing here? Oh boy.
Well, here, let's find out what you are doing here, shall we?
Oh, great question.
Last time on Changeling. Braum wakes up in a strange hotel room in California. His doctor sends a van and tells Braum he murdered his wife 3 years ago. Braum is shot while escaping Abford, saved by a fugitive with one arm. Will Braum find his key? Find out now.
Oh, now.
Got a
Damn
quick now.
Fucked it up. I like to think
Quicker now.
it's 20 seconds each for a 60-second general.
I don't drink coffee, Kung Fu Fenris. I just don't.
Aragwen, I have a pre-guess. If we're talking scooterisms, I got a pre-guess already, and I am very much looking forward to it. All right.
Scooterism, if you will.
Oh, I will. I will. Here we are. Thank you so much for having me in your studio and your home.
Well,
And thank you to Captain Daff for the recap. I didn't even say. Fabulous. That's everything. Yep. Got a pipe, took a dude hostage, got out, got shot, got rescued / abducted in another van.
Is that what you think what's happening?
I said rescued / abducted. I mean, I'm
Oh.
I'm not under duress.
Reducted. Redacted?
Redacted. And then Braum was redacted. Oh boy. Okay.
Now Lumafate says hello to Echoes Through Song.
For some reason.
You can
Mm-hmm.
set a watch. Watch will always be late.
You could set a watch. You shouldn't, but you could. Jesus, that's a lot of wounds. Oh my god.
I'm competitive by nature. I enjoy competing. I enjoy sitting in front of somebody else and battling it out. Or standing, or running, or what have you. It is something that I have enjoyed since I can remember. And it's not often that I get the opportunity to just really face off, and now I get to do it 3 times in a row. In any role-playing game, typically the GM is outnumbered. There's usually at least another couple of players involved. When I've run LARPs, sometimes there were dozens of players to my one. And that creates an imbalance, even though a game master can put forward everything they wish, that they are literally gods in their universe. There's still some kind of intimidation knowing that you are sitting across a group, and a group whose job it is to entertain. Now I sit across from only one, and I don't really know where this is going to go, because I've given my players instructions to think big, to push hard, because even more so than Exaltwitch, I'm going to push harder than I ever have before. Do you mind reminding us where you are?
Braum, who is currently unenchanted or chimerically dead, if you will, is currently bleeding out of his chest in the back floor of a minivan being driven by a one-armed man.
I came as soon as I could. I came as soon as I found out. I'm sorry. And the van twists left and right, and there's no windows in the back, so everything's shifting to a certain degree, and because you're lying down on top of blankets, the blankets are rolling back and forth as well. Oh, what? Where's your health levels at, son?
I am currently at the bottom of my health track. Crippled?
Because you were shot.
In the chest.
Yes.
Close range. By a cop. That's right. That happened.
Tell me, how much do you remember?
About what?
Think about how you got here.
Well, I woke up in the motel. I was driven to the hospital by that man in a van. Abford Pharma. That's before that. It's just a blur. Who? Do I know you? What do you mean? As soon as you heard?
It would be very good if you could tell me who I am.
Can I? Oh, I'm gonna grab the nearest blanket and like shove it to my chest, to staunch some of the bleeding. Can I like shift at all to try to get a better look at this person's face?
Kung Fu Fenris, this is North America. Automatic transmissions are everywhere.
Which is good for a one-armed person. If they don't have a assistance.
Like dark olive skin. Curly hair that's just sort of sitting in a shaggy mop on top of his head. One arm. His jacket, just the second sleeve just dangles.
Mm-hmm. No, I can't tell you who you are.
Okay, when was the last time that you remember waking up?
Yesterday. Today. Yesterday.
All right. Well, you're at a -5. Let's try. Roll
Okay.
me a stamina athletics
Oh.
or stamina drive, whichever one you'd prefer.
I will take stamina athletics, which I cannot botch, but I am at a -5, so I roll these 2 dice, and I will hope that it's okay. That is 1 success.
You manage to steady yourself against the side of the van as it fishtails.
Yeah. Oh.
You can see through the windshield just a complete blur of trees as the van just keeps rocketing forwards.
You need to pull over. You need to tell me what's going on.
I pull over, and you're not going to get any chance to listen to what I have to say.
Well then, fine, let's keep going, but please just at least start talking. Why did you come for me? What happened to those cops?
I'm a friend. I'm a friend, and I am here to make sure that they don't get to keep you. But you have to start remembering something.
They told me I was a threat. They told me I was sick. They told me I had done terrible things.
What did they tell you?
That I killed my wife.
Did you?
I don't know. The logical part of my brain tells me that if I had, it would be pushed to the back of my mind.
Are you a violent person?
No.
Have you ever killed anyone in your life?
Can you imagine?
Yeah,
Well, there was that bar fight that one time. No.
Look, when I was 5, I just snapped some guy's neck.
Holy shit, Braum. Baby
It
Braum.
crossed me.
Baby Braum. No. No, that's not me. That's why I tried to escape. I knew that they were lying, and I don't know how I knew, but I'm not out of touch with reality.
But you're not in touch with reality either, are you?
No.
The van slams to a halt.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna be safe here for a moment. He exits the van, and then you hear his footsteps along gravel. until he flings open the doors in the back. You're going to have to take a look at that. He vaults up into the back of the van and he walks forward and reaches down and he pulls open a toolbox and pulls out a pair of pliers.
Well, I mean, I suppose if you were going to kill me, you would have done it already, so...
I told you that this isn't the first time you've been shot.
Well, I don't know where this came from, but...
That's not a bullet wound.
I look at it again. Is it not a bullet wound? I mean, I know it's not, but, like, does it not look like one?
No. No, it looks like you were shot, but not by a bullet. Okay, lie down. And here, bite down on this. And he hands you a length of wood.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, I do that. I grab some blankets and kind of, like, grasp them between my hands. Actually, I'm going to take a blanket so I can sort of, like, pull on something as
You
well.
know, the point of biting down on the piece of wood is that you're not supposed to bite down hard. You're just supposed to let it touch the tip of your tongue, right?
Word. Oh!
And while it should explode in pain, it feels numb, almost like a warmth instead of a shock of pain. And you hear just this strange sound, and he drops a bullet onto the floor of the van. Apply pressure to that wound. I'm going to see if I have any gauze back here.
Why do I get the feeling I've done this before?
Because you have. Many, many times.
Many times. I'm not a warrior. I'm not a soldier.
Think about what you just said. And repeat them without lying.
You can't call me a liar if I don't know anything
Are
about...
you a warrior?
I fought today. Does that make me a warrior?
I need you to start thinking a lot harder than that.
It's all a little bit muddled right now. There was
Memories are going to start coming back to you. They're going to start becoming flashes in the back of your mind. Okay? And as they come back, I can use them to help you.
Help me. Help me how?
Help you see what you were supposed to see all along.
Why did they tell me that I had killed my wife if it's not true? Why would they want me there?
Do you remember your wife's phone number?
Of course.
I don't have a phone right now. Okay. When we find one, I'll get to you. And as you look around, you see that you are just off the side of an interstate.
Yeah. Shouldn't we keep going?
You're not going to see the same van that left the hospital. I've made sure of that.
We didn't... Was I out? You switched our van? Huh.
Okay. We're gonna try this. Close your eyes. Tell me the most important person in the world.
My son.
Okay, so when the rest of the world needs an answer, they turn to your son?
What does that mean?
Who is the most important person in the world, not to you?
Oh. I misunderstood. The most important person in the world... To whom? To Catholics? To Americans? To... What is this? Just get me to a hospital which will treat me better.
You're not going to a hospital. If you spend any longer in a hospital, you might never come back.
I'm not that close to death, am I? I don't feel it.
I don't know. You've been shot at least twice. Did you take any of the drugs they gave you?
I did.
Okay. Okay. My name is Talus.
Talus.
Do you remember me at all? I'm your friend.
Do I remember him at all? My friend? Talus?
How long has it been since you've been knocked the fuck out?
Like chimerically?
Yeah.
I have been dead for about, I don't know, 24 hours?
It hasn't been 24 hours.
Alright, not that long.
The name's familiar to you.
Talus. That's a very odd name, if you don't mind me saying so.
Do you remember a woman who you never could fully understand, but that you loved her nonetheless? Or is that all women, am I right? Okay, you're in the van. I can keep driving for now.
I feel like my wife and I understand each other. If I didn't
You haven't been
murder
married
her.
in years.
What?
And the van starts up and it starts rolling out.
Which, of course, at this point, that does, in fact, kind of come back to me that absolutely happened. But
Yes,
the
that's
circumstances,
completely true.
which is true, and the circumstances of it are mysterious and a bit weird. And
Do you remember why you got divorced?
no, strain, time apart.
Time apart. Okay, latch on to that. Time apart.
Well, we both worked opposite shifts, different times of day. We were never together. What time we did have together, of course, were with our children in our home, not with each other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it does. Heal 1 physical level.
Thanks. I'll take it. I will take it.
You start feeling a little better, well enough that now you can kind of struggle to your feet.
I mean,
I mean,
in a moving van, I'm not
you
going
could,
to.
but like you could climb into the front seat.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll do that so it's not quite as like, unless there's like blood all over me, in which case I probably won't.
No, come on.
Yep.
It's not even my van. Let's go.
Wait, whose van is it? Seatbelt, avoiding the wound. Ow.
Okay. You got divorced. Was there more to it than just that you were away from work? Do you remember what you were doing?
What I was doing?
Why would work take you away so often?
I was very committed to my work. People needed things done, toilets fixed.
And that caused you to step away for days or weeks at a time, fixing toilets?
No, that doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
Where would I have gone? I wasn't involved with crime.
Were you sad about your wife divorcing you?
Yes. But not... Huh. Talus, why are you helping me? How do I know you?
I'm the friend you can't remember, and there's a lot of us.
I must have hit my head pretty hard. Ow.
Have you ever seen a movie about living in a world that you can't quite perceive correctly?
The Matrix. Yes, I did. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay, now I tell you that movie isn't real, but something similar. Are you the kind of guy who would ever get shot, Braum? Are you the kind of guy who would ever try to break out of a hospital?
No.
Are you the kind of guy to ever come to Oakland? Alone?
No. Why am I here? Where are my things?
And are you the kind of guy to ever try and kill your wife?
Never.
Then the footage couldn't have been real, could it?
So much trouble to go to keep one man locked up in a room.
Okay. You were somebody who was involved in a mission. You claim that you're not a warrior, but I know that you are. A great one. You were on a mission to retrieve an object. Do you remember anything about that object at all?
A mission to retrieve an object? Do you know how... I'm sorry, do you know how crazy you sound right now?
Okay.
Chalice, you're obviously very desperate for me to understand something, but I don't remember anything.
Who's the key?
Someone came to me in my dreams, a voice. Kay, her name was.
You've got to promise me the impossible. Remember me. You'll remember your kids, your phone number, your ex-wife's allergies, and the last time that you changed a tire. You'll always have the memory of the first time you sat down at a test you didn't study for. That song that got too much airplay on the radio. Those are things you never forget. But there's a chance that you might forget me. The world has a way of making you forget the best in life. My name is Kay. I love you more than anything, and I'm the key. Remember me, and you'll return to the life where you belong.
Kay. Her name is Kay. She said she was the key.
I need you to think about her. She was with you. When you were trying to find this object, she was with you. Do you remember her?
Braum's thinking really hard. He's thinking back to like old work acquaintances, maybe his children's friends, moms of friends.
Okay. All right. I'm going to see if I can help. You might have been ready for this now. Can I trust you?
Can I
To
trust
just
you?
Settle down for a second. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a small dollar store gemstone. You know, it's like made of plastic.
Yep,
and,
you bet.
and it's shaped way too conveniently like a diamond.
What is this?
Just take it.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Hold on tight. And think of the key.
I don't believe any of this mumbo jumbo.
You will in a second. Who is the key?
All right, Talus. Now hold on tight.
Who's the key?
Kay.
And tell me what you know about her. Tell me the thing that you remember the most.
She her voice told me that she loved me more than anything.
Do you believe her?
Yes?
Did you love her back?
I don't know. Talus, I don't even know this person.
Take a deep breath. Your wife is safe at home. Your kids are in bed, asleep. And you're with someone else. Is she holding your hand?
I'm trying to like conjure up an image to go with this description, but
A shiver goes up your spine.
part of Braum is like, I'm being led on, like I'm just thinking of this because he's telling me to think of this. Part of him is not. Yes, we're sitting out on the parapet, the lookout, on Mount Royal. Who is that? I've only ever been up there with my family during the day.
Tell me what she told you.
She told me to do the impossible, to remember her, that she was the key.
You believe in love.
Of course. Do you not?
Do you believe in the memory that's grasping you right now?
I think I've lost a lot of blood.
Focus. The more that you believe me, the more this is going to make sense.
I don't even know who you are.
My name is Talus, and you can't see, but I have a very special set of legs.
Stop the car, Talus. Pull over, now.
He stops.
I take the gemstone and I drop it in one of the cup holders.
I wouldn't let go of that if I were you.
Why not?
Because one way or another, you are going to start remembering. And if you start remembering alone, I can't help you.
They're just memories, Talus. What's gonna happen to me?
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. Give me 2 minutes. And for those 2 minutes, you humor me. And at the end, if not, you can leave that behind and go wherever the hell you want. Deal? Pick up the gem. Hold it in your hand. Who is the key?
I close my eyes. Kind of like keep one peeked open at him. A little bit. K is the key.
And you know her. You said that you were with her on a mountain you'd only ever been with family. Right?
Yes.
Do you remember anything she told you while she was on the mountain? Do you remember anything she did? The way her eyes looked? What color was her hair?
A piece of my skin had flecked off and she...
The gem crushes.
What?
And in a moment, it all floods back.
Oh, Jesus.
And your eyes blink. and then instead of a man sitting in front of you, there is a satyr with one arm, and he's smiling. You made it. Heal all of your chimerical health wounds.
Woo! Braum's going dancing.
I mean, you're still pretty fucked up.
I'm still pretty fucked up. If I take a real bullet, hey ho. Hey, does that mean I have access to my stuff again? Some of it.
All of it. All of it. You don't have any glamour?
Right. That's fair.
Actually, no, you have one.
Oh!
You have 1 point of glamour.
What a dude. Thank you.
Dross, I think, is the word that you're looking for.
Talus, what the hell happened?
I think you died. Okay, deep breath.
I have many questions.
You were taken to Oakland, California, which
That
is
was
where
my
we are
first one.
now.
Okay.
I don't know where your friends are. I think they must be back in Montreal.
That's where we were headed. Across the shadow. The spark was under attack.
Under attack.
We must return, Talus.
Okay, do you remember how you died?
Fala.
Okay, she's an issue, right?
Yes.
Now, she's looking for something.
Looking for something.
She's trying to find something to help out her liege lord. She's trying to find a device. Device known as the rocket. Do you know where it is?
We destroyed the rocket.
What?
We destroyed the rocket.
Okay, that's perfect. Do you know if there's any plans for it? We'll need to get those and destroy those as well.
Talus, why don't you want to take me back to the spark right away if it's under attack?
Because if you died, if someone managed to get the drop on you, I don't want to rush back there until we know exactly what we're dealing with.
Where is Sophia? Where is Patches? The Countess.
You must have been separated from them.
How did you know to come for me here,
I'm your friend. Of course I knew to come from you.
Talus? I just very slowly
I
reach
should
over
point
to...
out,
Yeah.
he does not have his mechanical arm.
Like, chimerically, even. Well, obviously, it wasn't chimerical.
He has his other hand.
He's got his hand. I'm going to very slowly reach over to his keys, like in the ignition, if they're still in the ignition.
What are you doing?
I'm making sure we're not going anywhere.
Sure. And he takes the keys and he just plonks them onto the dashboard.
I'm very hurt, Talus, and I'm very thankful.
I know. I helped you. I got you out of that hospital.
I know. How did you know I was there? How did they know I was there? How did I even get here?
I don't know how you got here. I managed to track you because I've been in this place before.
This place.
Apford Pharmaceuticals has a location here. I figured that maybe they might have tried to take you here.
That sounds very convenient.
Search me. Look. You're certain that the rocket was destroyed. And you're certain that the plans are safe.
Yes, like less sure, less confident nodding.
Let's roll the old manipulation subterfuge.
Ooh, I think I technically have 0 dice to roll on that roll. Would you like me to roll one?
Die. Go for it.
Yay!
Go nuts.
A lot, Kung Fu Fen.
Donuts.
That's a 3.
It's a 3. I can't see the lights.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bouncing
Ooh,
off
sorry. A lot, Kung Fu Fenris.
So there's a chance.
I think so.
Okay. Let's go back to the spark and see if we can find it.
Right.
I can take us there. Okay?
Talus,
Yeah,
I'm only going to ask you this once.
sure.
Did you try to kill me?
Why on earth would I try to kill you?
Did you try to kill me?
No.
Is he lying? Can I roll my house
Yeah,
spoon?
you can roll.
Yay!
Roll your
Oh, she sure is, Aragwen. It's going to be hilarious. Ooh. Oh, no, there's one success here.
No, he's not lying.
Okay. That's fair. Good enough for me.
Okay. So I think I can get you out of here. Your wounds look like they're doing okay. So, take my hand. Okay.
What are we going to do?
You ever go to karaoke?
Sure.
And what do you sing?
I don't usually.
Yeah, you do. Someone forces you on stage.
Oh, God.
I'm sure that Kay forced you once or twice.
Huh. Oh, you're serious.
What did you sing?
Living on a prayer.
Oh.
We're halfway there. Whoa. Living on a prayer. Whoa.
And you disappear. And you come back and you are now in the spark.
Oh.
The spark is damaged. We're talking things have been plucked off the walls, and some of the mechanical devices have fallen onto the ground. There's a lingering smell of soot in the air.
Oh my God, Talus, what happened?
It's as you said, the spark must have come under attack. Do you think they managed to get a hold of the plans? We have to protect them.
I suppose so.
Where would they be?
I don't know, Talus. I don't know.
Okay, take a deep breath. Let it out. Where would Zister Flex keep plans?
The workshop.
Can you get me there?
Of course.
Okay, great. Take me there.
I'd go over to the elevator that goes down to the workshop.
Okay.
Does it still... Like, if I call it, does it still...
Ding, and the
That's
doors
good.
squeak open. Get in the... It's just a very constant hum as it moves down, and then it lets you out. And it's very dark here. Like, no light at all.
Matches, like, lighter. Nothing, eh? In my pockets. Ugh.
Okay. Where would we go from here?
Well, I think keypad will let me in. I'll go in and check and make sure the plans are okay.
That sounds good.
All
I'll
right.
wait here.
Good. All right. So I step up to the keypad.
So you step up, and then abruptly a 10-digit punch code thing comes up.
Oh shit. I don't have it in front of me, but I'm I'm attempting to recall the 10-digit code from the rocket,
Okay.
because that's the only 10-digit code I know.
And do you punch it in?
I mean,
You do remember the 10-digit code.
Okay. Then, I mean, I guess so.
Okay. And nothing happens.
Damn it.
What was it? What? That's the code to get into the workshop?
I guess not, unless they've changed it. I don't know what's happening here.
Was that ever the code to get into the workshop?
I don't know. Talus, I'm very
Then what
confused.
code did you just type in?
Talus, where is everybody?
I don't know. They must have fled.
Well, let's go find somebody.
Those plans are more important. It could literally mean the lives of everybody in the city.
That's not true.
How?
Come on, Talus, we're going back upstairs.
Okay. But, okay.
We're going to step into the elevator together.
Yep.
Or, like, I'm going to make sure he comes with me.
The elevator just heads straight up.
I'm heading back to the offices. My office. Kyoko's room.
Kyoko's room is empty. Completely empty.
Nothing?
There's nothing inside it. Not even dust.
Talus,
Yes.
what happened here?
It's all gone, isn't it?
It is.
Do you remember anybody's phone number? We could try to find a payphone or something.
My contacts were in my phone. Talus, why do I remember you shooting me? You didn't try to kill me, I know that.
I'd never shoot you.
You did.
How would I shoot you? That's a crossbow bolt. You need 2 hands to work a crossbow. I've only got 1.
You used to have a mechanical arm.
I don't... I guess I don't have it.
I'm just gonna sit down on the floor of Kyoko's room. Look at it from this perspective. There's still nothing in the room, I know, but like... Tell us what happened here. This isn't the spark I know.
Take a deep breath. If you don't know where the rocket is, we might be able to track Sister with another one of his devices or something that was close to him.
Wait, why... No. No, you betrayed Zisterflex.
Why would I betray him? I love him.
I know that to be untrue. I know that you did, and I know that you betrayed him.
Of course it's not true. Or sorry, wait.
Yep.
Of course it's true. Yeah, there you go. That's...
Hey.
Of course it's true.
No. Talus.
Oh, wait a minute. This has to... Boo. You are trolled up again. Sorry.
Hmm. Talus.
Yeah. Look, we swore an oath.
We swore an oath?
Sister and I.
Yes, of course. Of course you did. I know that.
So you know that I love him.
Perhaps you would swear one with me now,
Of course.
just so that we're on the same page.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I could... Swear to me... Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So,
Yeah?
I want you to roll me your intelligence gray mare. You are still suffering wound penalties.
Okay. It's a botch. It's a botch.
It's a botch,
Botched
huh?
it. Botched it.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
If this was Talus,
Yeah.
and because you remember that Talus broke his oath of true hearts,
Yeah.
he should have a chimerical songbird on his shoulder, silent.
That's true. It's not there.
It's not there.
Huh. Everything is very confused, Talus. I don't want to accuse you of anything that you didn't do.
Tell me where I can find one of Zister's devices, and I can find him.
I don't want Zister Flex. I want to speak with Kyoko,
Kyoko.
with Sophia, with Patches, with
Why Kyoko?
the Lady Kyoko.
Yes, why would you want to speak with her?
I love her, Talus.
Oh,
Do you not know?
it's done.
What?
You wake up. You're strapped to a bed.
Son of a bitch.
And you can see 3 intensely bright lights shining down at your face. We have outdated intelligence. This wasn't going to work. I'm sorry. I took everything we had.
Can I raise my head up at all and like try to look around? Like, who's
Yep.
talking?
So things are pretty blurry, but you see a man who's wearing a mask made of sheer alabaster,
Ooh.
speaking with a boggin who is hunched over just a little bit, who looks to be supplicating him towards him.
Just lie back down.
He's not giving us the answers we need. Well, except one. I don't understand the code he typed in. That's Zister's personal cipher. It means that we have access to anything else that he's built. It means that if we can replicate the rocket exactly, we can use it.
If you have questions, you could ask.
Oh, my good fellow, you're awake.
Finally. I'm very thirsty.
Tragic, really, what they did to you. Tell me, do you remember who shot you with cold iron?
Do I remember who shot me with cold iron?
Yeah.
Okay.
You now have perfect recall.
Phew. Thank God that shit is over. Okay.
Oh, you were. You
I
could
mean,
have remembered
shit
back
is over.
then.
Yeah, oh no, of course. I was being confused. Confuzzled. Yes. Of course I remember.
Why on earth would anybody shoot you with cold iron, sir?
That is a good question.
You have been rescued by an operative of mine. She has delivered you here so that we can ensure that you are safe.
I feel very safe.
I'm pleased to hear that.
Tied here, exposed, tortured, it feels like.
I would seem to think that we've managed to heal some of the wounds that we did not inflict upon you.
I'm very appreciative. You'll let me go free, then?
No. No, I'm afraid that the rest of your life will take place in this room, and it will not be much longer.
The rest of my life.
Oh yes, sir, we can't have you leaving here.
You're afraid I would report you to somebody?
No. I simply don't believe you have everything about Concordia truly at heart.
What does that mean?
When you were a boy, do you remember summer nights? The sun would go down so slowly. It would be so late before it was time to come in. But you can't stop the descent of the sun. You never could. I can stop the sun from setting on Concordia. I can prevent the long winter, but as long as I have those who interfere, it puts everyone else at risk.
And you believe that I am interfering?
I don't believe you are interfering. I believe you will continue to support the one who is.
I'm a reasonable man. Why don't you explain to me what it is that you believe you are doing? I can usually be persuaded.
You are as stubborn as your kith would have us believe.
It doesn't mean I won't see reason.
I think you may have been hit too many times on the head.
That
to
is
see reason.
definitely true. That I have been hit too many times in the head. But I can take a couple more, if it means walking out of here.
I see no reason to let you stay. Alive.
Ah.
Unless you have any further information or you're willing to swear an oath of fealty to me here and now.
I don't even know who you are.
Well, that might have bought you your freedom, if I believed you.
I've never been good at lying. I prefer the direct approach.
Sir Braum, the reality of it is, the Lady Kyoko did not survive the attack on the Spark.
Is he lying? Can I try?
You can go ahead and roll.
I'm trying to remember if there's any house that's... I think House Beaumain might be immune to this, but I can't quite remember.
I think it might be House
Oh,
Elned.
I hope not. I'm rolling anyway. I got one success, but you can...
You can't
It's-
tell.
That's fair. Damn it.
Nor did the Lady Sophia. Patches is wounded, and we are trying to find her, but we're not sure we can. Zister wasn't present at the Spark, so he may be safe for now. We'll see.
As I see it, there's two possibilities. Either I am somehow important to you, and you went out of your way to harm those around me, or the Spark is somehow important to you.
You only needed to let the Duchess die.
I can't do that. I serve the Duchess Eloise. I serve High King David. I serve my own morals and my own sense of what is right, and tying me to this bed is not right.
I have courtiers waiting outside. They know who I have in here. They know that it's the magnificent Sir Braum. A hero of an age where we've needed heroes. And how impressive is it that after so long, those stories start becoming true again? Well, I've been here longer than you. I don't need people to tell stories about my accomplishments. I don't need to be a hero to know that I've saved every single one of them.
I never asked to be a hero. My actions speak for me. Yours hide behind a mask.
You think this is hiding?
Your face, your true self, is concealed by something neutral, plain. It is not a mirror, it is not a character, it is nothing. You are hiding behind nothingness.
I can understand that you might be upset. Sir Braum, there's only one way that I'll let you leave this room alive. If you're not going to swear fealty to me. If you can deliver to me either the pieces of the rocket or the original plans, I'll let you go.
Those are a very tough set of options.
I control the spark now, which means that it's only a matter of time before I manage to divulge all of its secrets.
Hmm.
So if you don't help me, I'll get it anyway. I just don't like having only one plan.
You've already looked ahead, I'm sure, but if I were to tell you that the rocket and its plans were destroyed because it was a terrible idea, and we all realized it to be such, and destroyed it,
Zister Flex doesn't destroy anything. To him, information is more valuable than gold. Do you honestly believe he would destroy years upon years of his work?
you know, sister. Obviously. Have you worked with him before? He spent some time here, did he not?
Yes, as I recall, he was searching for a dragon.
Did he find his dragon?
I don't know. Never mind. It's been fun, but I have other places to be.
Hmm.
You see, I am loyal, despite what you might believe. I'm giving you a hero's end. It's what you deserve. Thankfully, when the stories get back as to how you sacrificed yourself, public opinion will shift. You can help me in death.
Hmm.
And so we thank you, Sir Braum ap Gwydion. Long live the king.
I would rather die 1,000 deaths than aid you in this disloyalty.
I don't need 1,000 deaths from you, sir. Only one. And you hear a door opening and closing. Do you need a break?
I do. I do. I'm gonna take it. Chat? Is he gonna die?
Is he gonna die? Kick open some doors. The question now, of course, is how many levels of Inception have we gone deep? Not that clever, Grubermensch. Don't worry. A Braum page. This looks like a good time for me to get up, but it's toasty in bed. It's toasty right here, Captain Daff. It is so toasty. I kind of wish that I had your problem right now, but I just have to wait 6 months, and then I will. What makes total sense, Aragorn? I'm actually a little bummed that we didn't get more of the Braum identity. Don't worry, I'll just kill him again. It's fine. You know, it's all right there. Let's see what else we have here. Haven't Braum and Melge met before? Well, I'm not answering that question. Create confusion, Motel, and then a threat, Abford, and then a savior from that threat, Talus, to peel away his defenses. Well, he's smarter than he looks. Thank you, Kung Fu Fenders. Captain Daff, I would love for you to get coffee. Take that as you will. Burp.
Just gonna
Oh yeah.
do that. Some brand.
Do you want another? Is there another one in there?
I'm good.
No, you're not just gonna like get completely fucked up.
Woo!
Shane Broughton doesn't know the thief rule 782: make every deal that keeps you alive, handle shitstorm later. Do you believe that?
Jork
Broughton is
did.
a troll. Jork is not a troll.
That is correct. That is very true. Do you hear that? Jork. What a guy. That's actually been a big, like, this is exactly why, I know we're in the middle of the session, but like, this is why I think, speaking for me anyway, I chose to build this character this way. It was very against the grain of what I normally want to play.
Against the grain of you?
Well, of what I would normally choose to do in a game. Do you know what I mean? I'd normally be like, ooh, how can I kind of like turn this to my advantage? Or like, ooh, what can I say? And then like, fuck it up later.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Now we can have stained glass pen. You're not dead.
Hey, that's good.
Except you are in a
Somehow
bad
I feel
place,
like I
so-
feel like this is worse. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's just keep it black. That's fine.
That's
Braum is an honorable teddy bear.
honestly, Kung Fu Fenris, I feel like. Anyway, maybe I don't want to explain my reasoning right now, but I do know mechanically, a troll loses all of its bonuses if he breaks an oath, right? Like essentially, he loses most of his, or all of his Titan's powers. So,
I think that
That's
there
bad.
would be very few changelings out there who would actually break an oath, even if it would mean swearing an oath that you know you're going to break is
Woof.
it's
Yeah, that's
almost
bad news.
like asking a human to just like, you just don't need to breathe for the next 10 minutes, right? Just spend the next 10 minutes without oxygen.
Hey, you see that bridge? Let's go for a dive. You know what I mean? Like, wink. Yeah, Kyoko.
Are you ready?
No. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm ready. Okay. Send in your suggestions now. Ah, fuck.
He is correct, you know. I always did think that you were a hero.
Thank you.
You hear the footsteps move around the bed, and then you hear some metallic clunks.
I turn my head. What's going on over there?
Turn your head, and out of the corner of your eye, you see that the boggin is hunched over a table, lifting things, moving things around.
Why would you say I was a hero? I don't even know you, sir.
I've heard stories. They're great stories.
You think maybe they are exaggerated?
I think it's more fun when I think they're real. I can tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
As a young childling, I didn't think that I was going to be the one to finally destroy the hero. But there you are.
While he's talking, with his back turned, what's the binding situation like on my right arm?
Strong enough to
You
hold
are
down
bound.
somebody who is strength 6. You can spend willpower to try and bust your way out of it.
I might have to do that. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can try to, the classic, right? I'm going to try to wiggle my way free or wiggle it loose so that I have a better time of it later, if I can. I'm going to try.
You can roll your dexterity larceny.
Ooh. Wound penalty.
Holy fuck. That's a double botch.
A first ever in Changeling history!
It's a 3 and 2
That's
1s.
so gross! That's like the worst roll I've ever had in my life! Possibly. Okay. Well, I'm just done trying.
wouldn't-
Fuck this guy.
I wouldn't do that.
Do what?
Struggle. You see, if you struggle, I won't be able to give you a clean death. And it also means that we wouldn't be able to rightfully claim that you were acting in the great defense. So, you would lose your legacy. I'm certain that it would disappoint those who had been listening to your stories all this time. Sir, death is inevitable at this point. I promise you that. Please make sure that it's a good one. I hear that those trolls who die good deaths are rewarded later on. At least that's what I'd like to think.
They used to... prisoners awaiting death sentences used to bribe, pay their executioners, make sure it was a clean death, an honorable death.
Oh, yes. I could toss some leaves onto the fire so that the smoke makes you pass out before it eventually destroys you. But we're not burning you. I'm merely going to take this. And he lifts a gun. And I'm going to fire it at your forehead. In your state, it should be enough. Even with your skin. But tell me, now that you have your memories back, who is Kay?
There's only one thing in this world I can think of that is more dishonorable than the death you are promising me. And that is betraying the memory of her to you.
I understand that she was a Red Branch Knight. I understand that she disappeared. Most likely killed on a mission, although, of course, the Red Branch doesn't comment on those sorts of things unless it happened in public. Were you there when she died?
You seem to know an awful lot about me. About
Not
the Red
enough,
Branch.
apparently. Talus is a bad guy.
Apparently not. I believed him. I believed you.
It's good to know I still have some tricks up my sleeve. Would you
Set.
prefer a different place to be shot? I'm pretty sure you'd just bleed out anyway.
The field of battle.
Oh, don't worry, that's what other people will see.
It's sad in my time on this earth, in the dreaming, out of the dreaming. I still haven't quite figured out that people are out to get me. I still want to trust and believe that there's good in everyone.
Oh, there's good in me.
What good in you?
Well, I can tell you that I double-checked all of these bonds to make sure that you wouldn't be able to get out any rattles, some of the chains.
Very good, yes.
I managed to convince you that you were somewhere else. I brought you back to your freehold and let you see the state that it was in.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Kyoko?
You don't know who Kyoko is. You don't know who Kay is.
I know that she's a Red Branch Knight. I don't know much more than that.
I'm starting to wonder whether you even know what the spark looks like right now. I'm starting to wonder whether you know anything at all.
It's been fun.
Most people would beg at this point. They would tell you that they would promise you anything in the world to keep them alive, to not kill them, to set them free. I am not that kind of troll. I am not that kind of man.
No.
No.
What kind of man are you?
I'm the man who merely asks that you tell at least a few people the truth about what happened to me. That would defeat the purpose, so I understand if you can't promise that.
Roll me your charisma, leadership. Your difficulty is 8.
May I spend a point of willpower?
Yes.
Jesus.
Well, hold on. Were you spending a point of willpower for a success, or are you spending a point of willpower to ignore your wound penalties?
Ooh, you're right. I can do that. I was spending it for a success. That was my choice beforehand, without kind of thinking about the other option.
Okay. What
So
do you prefer?
it isn't.
So you can re-roll.
Is it? Thank you. I will. I will re-roll to ignore my wound penalties to give me 2 extra dice, which will probably lead to a double botch. Coming up, folks. There are 2 successes on the table.
Okay. Tell who?
Lady Sophia. Patches, Steward of the Spark. The Lady Kyoko, if you can find her.
Sophia and Kyoko are dead. I thought he made that clear.
That's not true.
What makes you think I'm lying to you?
You look tired. It always makes me very tired when I lie. A lifetime of it would exhaust you, wouldn't it? It's so much easier to be forthright. When I tell you that I am not going to beg, I'm not going to beg. It's easy. You must think something of your alabaster masked liege that you haven't been able to say. Of course. Do you believe in his crusade? It doesn't matter, I suppose.
Even if you did manage to get out of here, no one would believe you. No one believes any of us.
Believes what?
On the rare occasion that we're able to speak about it, we're seen and discredited, or killed, or worse. Going against him. It's not about breaking oaths, it's about trying to escape from a prison. And he just holds all of the keys.
Sir, you may not believe this. It might be very hard to believe. But as I have said, I am an honest and direct man. Know this. If what you tell me is the truth, and that means that the High King David is no longer able to perform his duty, then you need to tell that to me. I can tell the world.
Everybody knows. He's sitting on his throne thinking all the time, not doing as he once did.
What's the problem with thinking?
What good is a leader who does not lead?
You want someone who leads through action, through example.
It's not about what I want. It's about what Concordia needs. The long winter is almost here. A brooding king will not warm us.
You've taken your concerns to him, I imagine. Not you, personally, of course, I understand.
He won't listen.
There must be someone who will. This conspiracy, these politics, it's just not the way I would do things, I suppose.
Yet here we are.
You about to kill a man, defenseless. For what? Another piece of the puzzle that will allow you to be believed, to set up a false reality so that you can create a new one. It's actually very cunning. To be honest, I don't think I ever would have thought of that. I would just speak my mind. Myself, I would say, High King David, you have been presented as a weak-willed leader. You were once our... Quick, by the by, I'm trying to, Oops, sorry, guys. With this next bit, I'm kind of curious if I can, seem to be some sort of, leader in his eyes. I would say to him, High King David, you've been shown to no longer be the leader that we need here in Concordia. You must step down. You must step aside for someone who can take on the mantle that you have so valiantly carried for so many years.
You're speaking treason.
You are committing treason.
I'm committing murder. But so long as someone else asks me to do it, I suppose it will be all right.
This is truly a sad day.
Yes. It is.
I'm gonna try to rip my hand out of my bond with all my troll strength and grab the gun.
Spend a point of willpower.
I will spend my last point of willpower, in fact.
Roll me your strength. Roll me your willpower
To
increase your strength. The difficulty is 8.
wound penalty? Yes. Coming up. 3 boggins and a trench coat. And a mask. 3 successes on the willpower.
You don't roll strength. You either can or you can't. So you roll willpower to try to increase your strength.
Right,
And if
I
you've
got-
increased it to the right level.
Okay, I got 3 successes on the willpower roll. Is what I meant.
The chain snaps. Your hand comes up and just engulfs the gun and his own hand with it. His eyes widen. The stories were true.
Yes. My name is Sir Braum ap Gwydion. And I am a beast. Can I point the gun at his head and pull the trigger?
Yes, you can.
Then I will.
Roll me your strength firearms.
Yikes. Oh boy. Sorry. Coming up. 4.
His head pops off. Just. Except that when the bullet goes, you hear the cracking
Oh!
of an invisible mask. And as the bullet leaves the back of his head,
What?
instead of a boggin standing in front of you, the half-maimed, half-gorgeous face of King Melge, his eyes wide, drops.
Oh no. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake. Well, I guess that was goal number 2, so here we go. All right. What's on the table?
So there's the 3 of your limbs. They're still.
Oh yeah, I got
They're
it.
still bound, so you'll have to just like tear
I'm gonna
away
have to
some
get
of
those.
Incidentally, regain all your willpower.
Thank you. For being a... All right.
And
I stopped taking notes on the session, and I realized I'd made a mistake doing so. I'm just going to write boggin with gun mask.
regain all your glamour.
Ooh!
You have committed revelry.
I mean, I
You
guess.
protected and maintained the oaths that you currently hold.
Truth. Thank you. So this is a once per story thing though, yeah?
Yeah.
Crosshair, you should see my notes. Honestly, they're just like Oops. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Aragorn. I'm going to remove the bonds from my body.
Okay. You remove the bonds from your body. The gun that you're holding is still warm in your hand, and your ears are still ringing a little bit from the sound of the gunshot. Melge is lying on the ground. His head's like
He's
just the maimed part of his
real
head
dead.
is gone, so it's just the pretty part that's left behind.
It-
The King of Willows is dead.
To be clear, it's not a chimerical weapon because they were intending to kill me with it as well, yeah?
That's
Okay.
correct. It's not a chimerical weapon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I just glance at the door just to make sure there's nobody kind of coming through it, I guess, somehow. And then
Not yet.
I'm
We
gonna
were expecting one gunshot.
It's true. Gonna kneel down and just like take a moment with his body. I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted this to be. I wanted the Sealy houses to be united. That's all I've ever wanted. This is not how this is supposed to go. But it is where we are. I am a beast. I must understand this. Thank you, I say to the corpse. Thank you for helping me understand. Keys in his pockets?
Searching his pockets turns up a matchbook. The mask around him, which is completely fucked. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I have a question about that, actually. Well, I'll ask you while you're pulling it up here. What do I know about King Melge of the Kingdom of Willows, other than the fact that he generally wears a mask? Because I rolled for that in a previous session.
King Melge of House Elened rules his lands like a benevolent dictator, his iron hand just showing from beneath his velvet gauntlet. While the various duchies that make up the kingdom enjoy varying degrees of political latitude, Melge's own freehold and its environs mirror the overtly gracious yet subtly sinister nature of its overlord. Like the mortal south, the Kingdom of Willows lies on the verge of change, caught between tradition and the pressures of a new awakening of consciousness.
Okay. Okay. I'll keep the matchbook then. Actually, well, I'll open it and just check what's inside, I suppose, just in case he's like written a note or if it's from a. Oh, actually, Jesus, yeah, we must. Sorry, I'm assuming we're probably in like Georgia or something. So having not remembering being there, I might need the matchbook as like a this is where you're gonna be or something. Is there an address on it or?
No, it's just a plain matchbook, as near as you can tell, with matches.
Okay, well, I'll keep it then.
You can roll me perception kenning.
Oh, yes. I will. Thanks. I have 2 kenning yet.
That's actually a very good question. Did Braum go wilder or not?
I also, Kung Fu Fenris mentioned above, like, I kind of feel like I didn't renounce my Sealy house, but I'm absolutely indulging in my unsealy legacy right now.
Which is fine, but I'm asking whether you're
Okay.
wilder or not.
What do you think, John? I'd like to be.
No, I don't think I have a call on that. I think you do.
Can we see how the next few minutes play out?
No, because
Oh.
you have a banality trigger if you're not. You killed a changeling.
Good point.
So decide.
Yes, Braum has become a wilder in this moment. Which I'll have to look up and just check all the details
ending
on.
a changeling mortal life is still a trigger.
Oh, well, okay.
So-
That's fair.
Roll your glamour to difficulty of 8.
Wound penalties?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
It's-
Whoa, that's a fail.
You gain 1 point of banality.
That's fair. Yeah, this is pretty bad news.
You're getting close. Now, here's the thing. You also regained a whole bunch of glamour.
Yeah.
You could decide to knock off points of that glamour as you gain it in order to tone down your banality. You have to make this choice now.
I can also, correct me if I'm wrong, I can also, when I purchase a new dot of glamour, I could use that instead to reduce a dot of banality? No?
No.
Aha!
Reducing banality is only done through quests.
Okay. Or this. But that's temporary.
Hey, you might not gain another point of banality. You might. It's really hard to say.
No, I want my glamour.
Okay.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it! Although I'm sure Wilder Braum is just like, ugh. Okay. Thank you, Aragwen. Is there anything left on the table? I assume he was like putting the gun together or loading it or something, but
Yes. Whisper is on the table.
fuck yes. Take it. Give it a quick kiss. Sheath it. Let's go. I'm just gonna walk out. No. Is there anything of Melge? The mask is broken.
The mask is broken, but it's broken in pieces that you could pick up.
I'll take the pieces.
Its magic is gone.
Right. What magic? Was it just a mask? I'm kidding. Wow. I'll take. Yeah, I know, right? I'll take the pieces. And I'll kind of try to hold them in front of me as I step out. I've got the gun as well, the sword, Whisper, which I've sheathed.
So the gun only had 1 bullet in it.
Oh.
You fired it.
I did. That's good to know.
There are other bullets on the table. So you can take them
I'm
and load the gun.
going to reload it.
All right.
And then I'm going to step out into the hall.
Okay, so when you step out into the hall, you see that Melge has turned a corner after speaking with an Ishu who smells vaguely of jasmine. And walks off.
The issue or the Melge?
Melge.
I'm just going to start striding towards her.
Her eyes widen, and then she narrows her eyes and reaches down and slides her hand into a cestus hanging at her hip, and then just squeezes it. I took you down once. Do not make me do it again.
I won't.
I am under orders from my liege.
Those orders are moot. And I toss the pieces at her feet. Jesus, Crosshair.
She takes a step back and then looks behind her at the retreating. I'm free. You freed me.
I freed everyone. Fala.
I'm so sorry, Sir Braum, for what I did.
No. No. You did what you had to do. As did I. You understand.
I do. I do understand. But we're in trouble. The moment that his death is made known, this entire area is going to erupt. We need to get you out of here. Do they know that it was you?
I was the only one there. I'm sure it will be quite apparent. But no, there's no proof, I suppose. Fala, can you get me out of here?
Roll me. Charisma,
No.
leadership, or empathy.
Okay.
2 successes.
Yeah, that's an 8. 2 successes.
I can. But you're going to have to take me with you.
Take you with me. Fala, I want you to be my squire.
Let's go. She strides forward and she places her hand just over where you've been wounded. Where are we going?
Across his shadow.
I swear fealty to you, Sir Braum. Your sword I will guard you. My sword will protect you. From now until you'll have me.
I will teach you all I know, and I will protect you as best I can.
And you blink out of sight. And I think we'll end the session there.
Scooby!
Unfortunately, Ware was never going to find you. A Will-o'-the-Wisp only lasts so long, and then
Ooh.
you can't actually call upon it again until a new story.
Damn, that sucks. She's gonna be sitting in, like, Maryland, being like, well...
At some point you might be able to find a phone. That's 1 down. 1 down, 2 to go. But seeing as how you managed to find a way to return, that puts it here. We are still going to have hashtag Fancy Corner. It's coming up in just a moment.
Remember, only plays by the PCs are eligible. Oh!
Oh, and you will, by the way, win play of the game today, but it depends on which play it was.
Ooh! I'll take it. I'll take it. The last 20 minutes or so, John, or however long it was, I feel like things moved really, really quickly to the point where I was like, okay, I have this goal in mind and I have this goal in mind. Okay, I can't accomplish this right now. I'll do this one instead. Okay, cool. I'll try to figure this one out another time. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot happening. So I'm personally very much looking forward to what the next step of Braum's journey is, since he's alive, knowing what I know now.
I will point out that when I had the gun and I pulled the trigger, or was going to pull the trigger, that was going to kill you.
100%.
You botched. I was like, no,
100%.
that's it.
Nope,
You're
done.
left alone in the room with him. You have to do something. I was giving you one roll to pull it off, and you did.
This is going to sound a bit weird, but super success or death, I would have been happy either way with this session, actually. I would have been very, that would have been super
It
tragic.
was a very
but,
interesting way for Braum to go out if that had happened.
I would have been like...
But it literally came down to that roll, and I was going to let the dice fall.
100%. 100%. I'm okay with that. At one point, right, they were just like... I never even got that guy's name. Oops. Well, King Melch. Oops.
Dude, you killed him. You might as well remember his name.
Rip. No, but at one point, right, King Melch basically was just kind of... Oh shit, where was I going with that? It doesn't matter.
Well,
I'm not sure.
what I can say
Oh?
is that we will be voting on today's play of the game. I imagine Scott's probably going to win, but let's find out what it was. And here are your options. Braum begins to believe and then begins to doubt.
Oh.
Braum Apguidian Kingslayer.
Yeesh!
Or Braum takes on a Falalower. That's vote 0, 1, or 2
Yay!
now. And while you're voting, Scott, your drink counter, sir, stands at 4. You get your guess.
Pulling a concerned face at the camera. One of these. That's my guess. I'm locking it in, folks.
Locking it in?
Damn it! Come on, you know it was that. You guys, you're not crying. Wait, no, I'm not crying. You're
Is
crying.
it? And I'm pretty sure I don't have it here because I had to focus on this one. Is it when Scott dropped character to do a take, like saying, oh shit?
Oh yeah, that would do it.
Chuckling nervously before doing something serious.
Hey, that's fair. Aw,
That's
I
a-
do that.
That's a good call.
I
It's a good
do
call.
that. It's
I'm
true.
gonna claim that neither of us got that, but it was very close.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It was very close.
Oh boy,
It's the number one scooterism. You've got a scooterism.
that's the number one scooterism.
You've got fans.
Erwin, come on down to Montreal. You'll see the scooterisms in action. One of those.
Well, let's have a look and see, because the votes are in.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Braum, Apguidian, Kingslayer.
Yikes! Oh Jesus. Braum, Jaime Lannister, Apguidian, Kingslayer. Oh boy.
I didn't take your hand.
That's... You could though.
Have I chosen an NPC for fan work? Well, I almost had one and then he died.
Oh shit!
So I think it's probably gonna have to be where, but we'll see.
Yeah. The Countess.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wait, hold on. Oh shit! I can't. Why can't my lips aren't? Oh.
Does that take it? I'm really hoping Braum just starts driving around in a Cadillac with like KNGSLYR on the fucking license plate, like a vanity plate, sunglasses, just like. I'm kidding, obviously. I'm kidding. Am I though? I'm not sure.
Well, Braum managed to get out of this one, and I'm pretty sure that neither of the players are watching. So my question is, are you going to tell them what happened?
I mean, I really want to. I'm not gonna lie. I really want to. But
I think you can tell them that you're still alive.
that's fair.
I think that you can do.
All right.
I think you can also tell them that it came down to one roll as to whether you lived or not.
I have. That happens a lot, hey?
For you,
Like more than usual.
well, you push things, man. You push and you push and
That's
you
what
push.
you gotta do. And one day you're gonna be like, you pushed too far. Here you go over a cliff.
This time I'll finish the job.
I want to tell them, but
So I can't control everybody. I can say that I prefer that you not spoil the players. They have their own sessions, and trust me, Scott's not the only one who's dealing with some serious shit
it's
here.
very true. Sorry.
So
Yeah, that's I'm perfect. Actually, the high-waisted dad jeans, the jacket. This is actually pretty fair. That's
is it on like Donkey Kong? Because I can tell you that I can. Well, I formally could officially tell you, yes.
formally.
Hey, there was a period of time where I was in charge of saying whether something was on like Donkey Kong.
Oh, it's true. Wow.
It's absolutely true.
I was just hoping you worked it into every moment. Can I be the first person in person to thank you very much for the session, John? I know it's like overly polite, but it was
Oh, I had a great time.
awesome. It was
I had a
really,
great time.
really friggin' sweet.
I was planning on it being the full time.
Yep.
but, it didn't work out. You managed to. When you said the last thing that you said, the offer you made, I was like, well, now I just okay.
Well,
Yeah, she'll get you out. It's
yeah.
fine. You're good.
because I was thinking about other things I could have done there, but I don't think that's not what you would want to do right now. So
Hey Scott, I hear you've been streaming a lot lately.
I have been streaming a lot, lady. It's the Midsummer Method Madness, guys, and I hope people are available to join me 3 more times this week, and all the other times that I'm on everybody else's channel, which is like quite often. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, barring the incredible heat. The Incredible Hulk, the Incredible Heat. I will be streaming from 4 to 5:30, 4 to 6 Eastern. The Dr. Surgeon MD makes his return because that's who we've all been waiting for. That's certainly who I've been watching clips of this week because I'm nothing if not self-indulgent. Here we go.
I still have to arrange a time that I can sit down with the other 2 players. They are getting full days. One of them may be this Wednesday. That would be at if I can arrange that. Some of that is going to depend on JT, because I also know
of
that
course.
he has
Yeah.
he has his thing. But we'll see. We'll see what we can come up with. Rest assured that no matter what, there will be a session on Sunday.
Yes.
That is most likely going to happen. Most likely. We'll let you know.
But I'm not going to come. I'll be like, no, after last session, I just don't think I should be there.
The funny thing is, though, Scott, you are actually now allowed to watch the others if you. Well, no, you're not.
Okay, that's
You're not.
fair.
But I might get through Kate and Liz before next Sunday. There's a chance.
That would be pretty cool.
There's a chance. I will let you know as soon as I can. I think some of it has to do with the fact that some people aren't here in the city, and it's hard to make plans that way. But hey, thanks for coming out.
I am so happy to have been here for today's session. 36, Key to the Kingdom. Oof.
GG.
GG. Sometime?
Oh,
Re?
yeah, I imagine there might be a re. If anybody has any questions for Scott, now's the time, because hey, it's all him. It's all
Scott, what were you thinking? Question mark. You know what? I just got to embrace the nickname, obviously, guys. I just got to embrace it. Oh, boy. I think.
You came so close to getting that drink counter, man.
I know.
So close.
One of these days, I'll be like bang on.
But you did win play the game, and you will get the experience for it.
Yay! Actually, I'm going to make a note of that. Thanks, Aragwen. Oh, shit. I can buy something real good now.
How much experience does that put you at?
Aragwen's going to be really mad. I have 18 experience. That's a
There are
lot
some
of
things
experience.
That you need 18 in order to buy.
That's it.
I mean, how are you ever going to get that 7th point of strength?
I can. Sorry, you're right. I have some thoughts about things I want to buy.
Well, you did swear an oath just now, too.
Rock on.
Ladies
Don't forget
and
to
gents,
swear your oaths.
We are going to be back definitely on Sunday, possibly earlier than that. I will make sure to keep you in the know. But until then, thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Thanks to all y'all with your 12 months and your 6 months, you crazy kids. I really appreciate it.
Changeling's the best.
Special thanks, as always, again to our moderators. She who knows 10,000 things, echoes through song. Look, we're going to put this VOD up so that anybody can see it. It's worth it.
Yep.
This is a session to watch.
Yeah, it really was.
Up and to the right, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye.